The universe is filled with mysteries, from the enigmatic black holes that warp space and time to the intricate complexities of the human mind. These vast and varied phenomena captivate our curiosity and drive our quest for understanding. But among these mysteries, few forces are as potent or as potentially dangerous as charisma. This intangible quality can draw people in, making them feel seen, heard, and valued. Charisma is a double-edged sword. It has the power to inspire and uplift, to bring out the best in people and unite them towards a common goal. Yet, it also holds the potential to be wielded as a tool for manipulation and control, bending the will of others to serve personal agendas. Throughout history, charismatic individuals have risen to power, captivating the masses and shaping the course of civilizations. Their words and actions have left indelible marks on society, for better or for worse. But not all who charm are benevolent. Some use their charisma for personal gain, exploiting the trust and admiration of others. They weave webs of deceit, masking their true intentions behind a facade of charm and confidence. This is the dark side of charisma, a force that can blind us to reason and lead us down dangerous paths. It can cloud our judgment, making it difficult to discern truth from illusion. This is a journey into the heart of manipulation, exploring the psychology behind charisma and the tactics used by those who wield it for their own ends. We will delve into the minds of these individuals, uncovering the strategies they employ to captivate and control, and the impact they have on those who fall under their spell. What makes someone charismatic? It's a complex cocktail of traits. Confidence, charm, and a captivating presence are all part of the equation. Charismatic individuals possess an aura that draws people in, a magnetism that makes them seem larger than life. They are masters of communication, able to articulate their vision with passion and conviction. Their words resonate with our deepest desires and aspirations. We are drawn to their energy, their optimism, their belief in a brighter future. This allure is intoxicating, making it easy to overlook red flags or question their motives. But beneath the surface, there may be a darker force at play, one that seeks to control and exploit. Charisma's dark side emerges when it's used as a tool for manipulation. When charm becomes a weapon, trust is exploited, and individuals become pawns in someone else's game. These charismatic manipulators are skilled at reading people. They identify vulnerabilities and exploit them using flattery, promises, and emotional appeals to gain control. They present themselves as saviors or confidants, offering solutions to problems while subtly undermining your independence. Their charisma becomes a smokescreen, obscuring their true intentions. They manipulate facts, distort reality, and employ emotional blackmail to keep their followers in line. This is the essence of the dark side of charisma, the ability to sway, control, and ultimately harm others for personal gain. History is replete with figures who weaponize charisma for nefarious purposes. Adolf Hitler, with his fiery rhetoric and promises of national revival, seduced a nation into darkness. His charisma masked a chilling ideology of hatred and genocide. Jim Jones, the charismatic leader of the People's Temple cult, used his charm and promises of utopia to lure his followers to their deaths in Jonestown. These are extreme examples, but they highlight the devastating potential of charisma in the wrong hands. These individuals understood the power of persuasion, of tapping into people's fears and desires. They built cults of personality, demanding unwavering loyalty and obedience. Their charisma became a tool of oppression, silencing dissent and crushing opposition. Section 5. The Charisma Toolbox. Tools of Manipulation. Charismatic manipulators employ a range of psychological techniques to exert their influence. One common tactic is mirroring, where they subtly mimic your behavior and language to build rapport and trust. They might shower you with praise and attention, playing on your ego to gain your favor. Another tactic is fear-mongering. By exaggerating threats and creating a sense of urgency, they pressure you into making hasty decisions. They might also use guilt trips or play the victim to elicit your sympathy and support. These tactics are often employed subtly, making them difficult to detect. But understanding these techniques can help you recognize the warning signs and protect yourself from manipulation. Section 6. Subtle mind games, recognizing the cues. How can you tell if someone's charisma is genuine or a mask for manipulation? It's not always easy, but there are certain signs you can look out for. One red flag is an excessive need for admiration and validation. They constantly seek applause and approval from others, often going out of their way to be in the spotlight. They thrive on being the center of attention and become threatened when their authority is challenged. If someone else tries to share the stage, they may react with anger or hostility. Another warning sign is a lack of empathy. They may appear charming and considerate on the surface, but their actions often reveal a different story. They may be charming and persuasive, but they have difficulty understanding or caring about the feelings of others. Their charm is often a tool to manipulate rather than a genuine expression of kindness. Their focus is always on themselves and their own agenda. They prioritize their needs and desires above everyone else's, often at the expense of those around them. Pay attention to inconsistencies between their words and actions. Do they say one thing and do another? These contradictions can be telling. Do they make promises they don't keep? This is a common tactic used to gain trust initially, only to break it later. Do they demand loyalty while betraying the trust of others? They may expect unwavering loyalty from you, but don't hold themselves to the same standard. These inconsistencies can reveal their true nature. By paying close attention to these cues, you can protect yourself from being manipulated by those who use their charisma for selfish purposes. Section 7. The antidote: breaking free from the spell. Breaking free from the spell of a charismatic manipulator can be challenging, but it is possible. The first step is awareness. Recognize the tactics being used against you and question your own feelings and motivations. Don't be afraid to set boundaries. Charismatic manipulators often exploit those who are overly agreeable or eager to please. Learn to say no and stand firm in your convictions. Seek out different perspectives. Talk to people you trust. Gather information from reliable sources and don't rely solely on the information provided by the charismatic individual. Section 8. The ethical tightrope: charisma's double-edged sword. Charisma itself is not inherently good or bad. It's a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or evil. There are countless examples of charismatic individuals who have used their influence to inspire positive change. Nelson Mandela, with his unwavering belief in equality and justice, inspired a nation to dismantle apartheid. Malala Yousafzai, with her courage and eloquence, has become a global advocate for education and women's rights. These individuals demonstrate the transformative power of charisma when it's used ethically and responsibly. They inspire, uplift, and empower others, leaving the world a better place than they found it. Section 9. A call to awareness: safeguarding against charisma's shadow. In a world saturated with information and influence, it's more important than ever to be discerning about who we trust and follow. Every day we are bombarded with messages from various sources, each vying for our attention and allegiance. The digital age has amplified the reach of charismatic individuals, making it easier for them to sway public opinion and shape narratives. Charisma can be a powerful force for good, inspiring and motivating people to achieve great things. However, it can also be a dangerous weapon in the wrong hands, capable of leading people astray and causing significant harm. History is replete with examples of charismatic leaders who have used their charm to manipulate and deceive. By understanding the psychology of manipulation and recognizing the tactics used by charismatic manipulators, we can protect ourselves and others from their harmful influence. These tactics often include exploiting emotions, creating a sense of urgency, and presenting themselves as the ultimate authority. Awareness is the first step in safeguarding against these manipulative strategies. Let us not be blinded by charm, but instead approach charisma with a critical eye and a healthy dose of skepticism. It's essential to question the motives behind the charm and to seek out the truth beyond the facade. Critical thinking and skepticism are our best defenses against being unduly influenced. Remember, the most effective antidote to manipulation is knowledge. Educating ourselves about the techniques used by manipulators can empower us to recognize and resist their influence. Knowledge equips us with the tools to discern truth from deception. Educate yourself, trust your instincts, and never be afraid to question those who claim to hold all the answers. Engage in continuous learning and surround yourself with a community that values truth and integrity. Together, we can create a society that is resilient to the shadows cast by unchecked charisma.